Hello, everyone, and good evening. My name is Sarah Collins. We are super excited you're here. We do record this class because we want to make sure everybody has access to this later on. It'll be available in Good Vibes if you are part of the tribe. If you are not yet, just get a hold of your wellness advocate and we'll see how we can get that recording to you guys. So here are a few things about how this workshop will go. It's helpful to have a pen and paper ready to take notes and write down any questions. Oh, sorry. I was like, what? It's gone on the next slide. So we love to honor your time. So this workshop will be about 45 minutes to an hour long. You'll want to stay on until the very end because there will be a giveaway and it's a really, really helpful gift. So we will be using the chat feature throughout this workshop. So let's go ahead and warm that up by clicking on the chat button and telling us where you were from and who invited you. And a little housekeeping, if you guys will just make sure that you guys are muted, that would be awesome. All right. Discovery Bay, California, wonderful. Nevada, or California, wonderful. Welcome, Bonnie, awesome. All right, we always want our workshops to be personal and helpful for you. So let's start with a personal assessment for you and your family. What areas of your health would you like help with? I want you to comment in that chat that we just practiced with, the numbers representing the areas you or someone in your household struggles with. So number 1 is digestive issues. Number 2 is headaches, pain, and inflammation. Number 3 is immunity issues. Number 4, stress and anxiety. Number 5, energy and stamina. Number 6, sleep issues. And number 7, blood sugar regulation. So I think you'll be excited about the many options you have to take care of root causes for your health. So we're going to look at 2 different approaches to health as we begin this workshop. Before we do, I want to share a few studies with you. The FDA estimates that 200,000 Americans are hospitalized every year because of overdoses and side effects of incense. So that is Advil, ibuprofen, and aspirin. They're also the cause of thousands of deaths per year. Even Tylenol is known as to cause liver damage if used in excess. If you would like the study supporting this, I want you to let your wellness advocate or whoever invited you know. I share this info because it reflects our modern approach to medicine. In the modern approach, we turn to pills and prescriptions as a primary solution to address physical problems and symptoms. These can have dangerous side effects and even risk of addiction. Because this approach often focuses on symptoms, root causes can often get overlooked. In addition, we're looking at $6.5 trillion spent each year on global healthcare. Are we any healthier? Let's check out that natural approach. In that approach, we focus on the root cause and use a plant-based approach because our body recognizes plant sources. Now let's shift gears and we're going to look at disease. There are 3 main factors that cause disease in the body: nutrient deficiency, inflammation, and toxic overload. Nutrition is at the core of our immune function. When our nutrition buckets in our body are filled, we function optimally with energy, clarity, good mood, great sleep, and little to no inflammation. According to the Environmental Working Group, so I want you to just go ahead and look at that chart, 95% of the US adults are deficient in vitamin D. 94 are deficient in vitamin E, and 61% are deficient in magnesium. The nutrition buckets in our body are not full, which means most of us do not have a great baseline health. The results of nutrition deficiency varies by body, but I'm just going to list a few for you. Inflammation, headaches, lack of sleep, foggy thinking, lack of energy, and digestive issues. But poor nutrition is the #1 cause of poor health. So what causes inflammation? The biggest contributors are sugar. Sugar is in nearly everything we consume. Stress and lack of sleep, toxins in our environment, bad oils, we're talking about vegetable and canola, Chronic inflammation is linked to diseases like autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, cardiovascular diseases like high blood pressure and heart disease, gastrointestinal disorders like inflammatory bowel disease, headaches, metabolic diseases like type 2 diabetes, lung diseases like asthma, mental illnesses like depression, and joint pain. So toxic load is the third area we're going to be looking at as a source for disease and refers to the chemicals in our body that build up from our environment, processed foods, pesticides use, and personal care products. The Product Safety Commission tested and found 150 cleaning chemicals that are linked to ADD, asthma, cancer, reproductive problems, respiratory problems, and so much more. We can't always control what we come into contact with outside the home, but we can make smarter choices in our homes. So, what do we do all about this? I'm going to go ahead and introduce my friend, Ani.
Hello, this is Ani. I'm here from California, and I want to talk to you about our first health solution. But before we do that, I want you to take a look at, go to the chat and let me know who uses a supplement here. Maybe a vitamin C, a D, a B, maybe a multivitamin or an omega. So if you could share with us in the chat. If you take any kind of supplement, put what you take in the chat box. We've got LLV. I think we've got a lot of LLV fans here. Polynese LLV, great. Okay, and okay. So now let's take a quick, we have collagen. Okay, so we've got a variety of things. Let's take a quick peek at the supplement industry. A study by the FDA from 2007 to 2016 detected contaminants in 776 dietary supplements produced by 146 companies. Another study of 3 leading memory supplements found that 2 of them didn't even contain an active ingredient listed on the label. So the supplement industry is not heavily regulated. Products can contain lots of fillers and not much of the ingredients listed. If you have some reservations or hesitation as to whether a product would work for you or not, this information should support your concerns. As we mentioned before, the supplement industry is not heavily regulated. So here is a story from a fellow wellness advocate whose son works at a health store. He told his mother that when a supplement is on the shelf, shelf is tested and found to be missing an active ingredient listed on the label, the store has up to 9 months to remove that product from the shelves. That's really concerning because our standard American diet is deficient in most vitamins and nutrients. It is necessary to supplement to get our body what it needs to function properly at a baseline level. So let's make sure we're using safe and effective supplements. So let's take a look at our first health solution. doTERRA is known for its safe and effective oils. But did you guys know that the Lifelong Vitality Supplement is doTERRA's best-selling product because they effectively address all 3 diseases we just mentioned: nutrient deficiency, inflammation, and toxic overload. Think of this as the necessary foundation of your health house. In addition, this helps support the cleansing and filtering out of toxins. There are 3 supplements in this line that we see: a food nutrient, a cellular repair, and our omegas. This line is called our micronutrients. Lifelong Vitality fills the nutrient buckets in our body. It contains powerful antioxidants to help protect our DNA. It's made with whole food ingredients, and it is 95% bioavailable for our body. The average supplement is anywhere from 20 to 30% bioavailable. So this product has gotten more people off their over-the-counter medication, prescription drugs, and than any other doTERRA, than any other thing doTERRA sells. So I want to invite, I think we had Mick that wanted to share a testimonial. If we can invite Mick to, if he's here, please let us know. And you can share your testimonial.
Go ahead. I'm Mick.
Hey, thank you.
I did want to say something about LLV. Several years ago, when I was looking for relief from the neuroimmune disorder that I have, I tried a few doTERRA oils, and then I got my hands on the LLV and I started taking it. And I noticed after about 3 months of taking it, the tremors that I have in my legs faded away. And I agree that it's the LLV is a really good foundation for anything else we use, the collagens and all of those things. And yeah, like I said, though, it took a little bit for it to start to work well, but once it started to work well, I really knew the difference.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing your testimonial. Yeah, it's, and sometimes you might realize how well it's working when you stop taking it, because then you see a big difference. That's how it happened for me. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, let's take a look at if you're not muted, I'm not sure. Let's mute, please. So let's take a look at the 60-day clinical trial. Let's look at this slide. You'll see some interesting statistics on this slide here. These clinical trials results are based on blood work taken before and after subjects took the doTERRA lifelong vitality supplements for 2 months while continuing their normal diet and exercise habits. There is a difference that can be experienced when you begin taking the LLV, which is bioavailable nutrient-dense supplements. I consider LLV part of my food budget, and a lot of us that use it as well. We'd want to urge you to do the same. It's less than a cup of coffee at your favorite coffee store. If you purchase it through the customer rewards program, which is the LRP program, you also get points for future products for free. Now, let's focus on gut health specifically. Lifelong vitality, when you pair it with the PB Restore and the TerraZyme, it would be our highest recommendation because our gut plays a vital role in our overall health and well-being. It's often called our second brain. The gut is vital in everything from our weight to our immune function to our mental wellness. doTERRA's PB Restore Probiome Complex is our patented dual capsule delivery system. It's a unique formulation of 30 pre, pro, and postbiotics that help restore our microbial diversity and balance for optimal microbiome health. It is a unique dual encapsulation delivery system. It protects the sensitive probiotic cultures from our stomach acid, delivering it safely and effectively into our gut. So let's take a look. 18 billion colony-forming units, CFUs of probiotics, or good bacteria, consists of 24 active cultures. An unparalleled variety of carefully selected strains from 22 different species for exceptional microbial diversity. It maintains healthy intestinal microflora balance. It supports our healthy digestive and immune system and functions as well as the GI tract health and intestines and the colon. Supports optimal metabolism and food absorption. Basically, if you have a healthy microbiome with good bacteria, bad bacteria has a harder time doing its dirty work. Let's take a look at TerraZyme. TerraZyme is our digestive enzyme and it includes a variety of whole food enzymes that help with our digestion. We can take it with every meal, morning, midday, and evening. It supports our healthy digestion and metabolism and the conversion of our food nutrients to cellular energy. It promotes gastrointestinal comfort and food tolerance, and it has 10 active food enzymes. That's it for LLV. Now I'm gonna introduce my friend Traci. Traci's gonna get into the next topic.
Thanks, Ani.
You're welcome.
I'm Traci, and I'm from northeastern Nevada. And so it's time for a little interaction. We're heading into the second section of our workshop, and I want to make sure you're with me. So I want you to find the chat feature. And what percentage has diabetes increased since the 1960s? $50, $200, $30, 22%. Some of you not even close. It's almost 700%. Now, how long does it take the average American to consume the same amount of sugar that our ancestors from 200 years ago would consume in a year? A month? 10 days? It's 2 weeks. That's mind-blowing to me. Crazy. Yep.
Ooh, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Any other side?
All right. Only 6.8% of the population have optimal cardiometabolic health. That means that 93% of Americans do not have optimal cardiometabolic health. We've already discussed the challenges that we face when we are not functioning optimally. So let's dive into some solutions. The MetaPWR system was specifically designed to tackle poor cardiometabolic health. This is your macronutrient line. It pairs beautifully with the Lifelong Vitality, our micronutrient line. The MetaPWR line does 3 things. It addresses your cellular repair that leads to your aging. It addresses blood sugar regulation, and it supports the inhibiting of the fat absorption into your cells. Now let's talk about your lifespan and your health span. While we can't do anything about our chronological age, which is our lifespan, we can do something about our metabolic age, which is our health span. Did you know that the average American spends the last 14 years of their life in a state of declining health with difficulty completing everyday tasks? What if we could be empowered to change that? What if we can write a different story for ourselves? The MetaPWR system is the first and only system that synergistically supports a healthy metabolism. It curbs cravings. It sustains normal range glycemic and insulin response evenly throughout the day, and it naturally promotes cellular energy. Those using this line have reported improvements in their eyesight, energy, pain, neuropathy, sleep, skin and hair growth, their mood, mobility and strength, and it causes your body to build some muscle. Before we get into too many details of MetaPWR, let's look at a few of the benefits in these before and afters. The young lady on the top has been using MetaPWR for 4 months. She's had amazing results, specifically with improvements on her face, eyes, and hair. The gentleman on the bottom left experienced improved skin elasticity, darker hair growth. He got his blood work taken after 3 weeks on the MetaPWR, and it showed a 40-point decrease in his cholesterol, 25-point decrease in his LDL, and 57-point decrease in his triglycerides. On the right side, you see a 58-year-old woman who has red spots on her arms. Anytime she bumped herself, they would appear. Doctors biopsied and said it's just what happens when you get older. After using MetaPWR for 3 months, the spots were totally gone, and she also had a 60-pound weight loss, thicker hair, her nails started growing, and she had a lower A1C. Now, this is one of my favorites of the MetaPWR, is the Advantage. It's doTERRA's collagen, and unlike any other on the market, it includes 9 types of collagen, over 70% tripeptides, so your body absorbs it 12 times more than any other collagen. A peptide is simply a large protein chain, too large for your body to break down and use for its full benefit. When it's broken down into tripeptides, simply smaller protein chains, the body can absorb and utilize it in their entirety. Advantage comes in small packages with freeze-dried collagen and other nutrients, and you just mix it in a 4 to 6 ounce glass of cold water. It promotes healthy biological aging and improves health span by helping aging cells. It activates your longevity genes. It improves cognitive function. It supports lean muscle and connective tissue. It improves skin density, elasticity, and your firmness. If you love science and knowing how and why these products work, ask your wellness advocate to send our deep dive recordings for lifelong vitality and MetaPWR. And now I'm going to have my friend Teresa give you her little testimonial on Advantage.
Hi, I'm Teresa, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about the collagen packet, the Advantage. So every morning I just open this up, put it in this glass of water, shake it up, and swig it down. And I'm a massage therapist, so one thing I've found about taking this packet before I go to work is it gives me enough energy to get through the whole day, and I have way less pain in my hands and my elbows. And then several years ago, actually, I guess when I was in my mid 40s, so 20 years ago, after 25 years of not taking any antibiotics at all, I wound up having to have a lot of dental work done. And then I wound up having to take a lot of antibiotics. And basically, my hair really stunted. It was super short and brittle, and it was this ugly colored gray. It had no vibrancy in it at all, and it didn't grow. And so after getting onto doTERRA Lifelong Vitality, and then they came out with the collagen, starting it, and you can see my hair now, after years of just being stunted and not growing. So my hair is this long and thick for a 60-plus-year-old woman. And I keep my fingernails short because I'm a massage therapist, but I'm always having to trim them all the time. So I'm always clipping my nails while I'm driving into work, while I'm drinking my collagen, so I can get through the day. It really has made a huge difference in how I feel, my energy level, and then also using the assist because I borderline hypoglycemic, but I find that using the assist really helps level my sugar levels off. I can feel the difference in my body when I take it and when I don't take it. So that's about what I have today on that.
Thank you, Teresa. That was great. Okay, now we're changing direction now and heading down the road to oils. doTERRA is mostly known for their essential oils, so we need to look at why they lead the world in this area, and I'm handing it over to Lauri.
Lauri, you're muted, so we can't hear you talking.
Hi, this is Lauri Sutton. I'm from Arkansas and Colorado. I'm in Arkansas right now, and I concur with her about her hair. I've never had such long hair. It's been wonderful. doTERRA is great. I am here to tell you about a study that's done. Roseman University and doTERRA got together for an independent study to talk about how doTERRA oils actually work. And this is what they found. They found that they're therapeutically relevant in cell growth and rejuvenation, metabolic health, and health inflammatory responses. Essential oils from different competitors had minimal effects. They concluded that the therapeutic potential of essential oil is highly dependent on the complete composition of the oil. Sourcing, processing, and characterization are all critical when looking at the oils. I'm especially interested in this, and this is actually why I got involved with doTERRA, is because their oils are so pure. So let's look at that, the doTERRA difference. When an oil is truly pure, they do not include any fillers. There are no synthetic ingredients, and there is no dilution. Independent lab tests show that the majority of brands available to consumers aren't pure at all. We can post a link in the study at the end of class if you're interested. doTERRA sources these oils from plants grown in their ideal environments. This makes all the difference for the chemical profile and the therapeutic effectiveness of the oils. They source their plants from all over the world. It's quite fascinating, and they go to great lengths to make sure that they're as pure as they are. Every batch of doTERRA oil is tested for ideal chemistry and consistency so that their oils do what we all expect them to do. In fact, they have 54 different tests that they do per batch on the doTERRA oils. This starts at the farmer when they plant the plants clear through until we as a consumer receive them. 54 tests. Our doTERRA oils can be used topically, aromatically, and generally internally because of this. People turn to doTERRA because they want safe, affordable, and effective solutions for their family's health. Let's look at what that exactly means. Many look for safe and effective solutions that don't have dangerous side effects or the risks of addiction. We just mentioned an independent lab tests show that 80 to 90% of oils on the market have contaminants and synthetic markers. We suggest that you never ingest another brand. doTERRA recognized that the oil industry didn't have a standard for purity that ensured safety for all of us. So they actually created a new standard called the CPTG, which means Certified Pure Tested Grade, to raise the bar throughout the entire essential oils industry. This standard is beyond organic and includes significant testing that isn't cheap. doTERRA invests to ensure that we have the most effective, safest product because that is the best for you and me. Many doTERRA oils are safe to ingest. If it can be ingested, it will have a food grade label on the bottle. And I have a bottle here to show you. And when it says food grade, this is my peppermint. And the supplement fact, if it says supplemental fact, that means that it's food grade tested. If you look at the picture we have here, there are two sisters. They were spending the night at their grandparents' house, and they were used to pulling out grandma's doTERRA lavender oil and putting it on their chests just before bed to help them relax and go to sleep. Grandma was out of doTERRA lavender, so she used a backup from another company that she had gotten at the health food store and figured it's just lavenders, so it should work just like the doTERRA oil did. The girls ended up with chemical burns that scarred them for almost a year. We're not saying that this will be your reaction with other essential oils. However, it really is important that you understand the risks of using something that you're not sure how pure it is. doTERRA oils are safe to use on any age, newborn babies to great grandparents. Brand really does matter for safety. Let's look at the affordability and effectiveness next. Believe it or not, affordability is one reason people turn to doTERRA. Oils are 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. This means a little goes a long way. Let's illustrate this. Use your chat feature. I want you to make a guess. A recent test of Costco peppermint oil showed that it was not 100% peppermint oil. How much peppermint is in the Costco peppermint oil bottle? Anybody have any idea? 55, 20%? The answer is just 10%. Just 10%. So now we have to ask ourselves, well, what else is in the bottle? Well, you don't have to do that with doTERRA. When you use a doTERRA CPTG oil, you get 100% of oil, making it much cheaper than any other option that may be diluted. Some fun facts about affordability. Each 15 ml bottle has 250 drops of essential oils in it. 250. Okay, one dose is 1 to 2 drops. On average, it's about $1 or less for each treatment. Here's an essential oils tip. When you're addressing an ailment, it is always better to use less oil more frequently. For example, 1 drop of oil on a wound every 2 to 3 hours throughout the entire day is more effective than using 8 drops of oil on a wound at one time. Use less more frequently. Now, I'm going to bring Sarah on, and she's going to tell us about, talk to us about how the cell membrane, how the oil is absorbed by the cell membrane.
Sure. Thanks, Lauri. So it's just a description. Otherwise, I'm going to let Lauri take over because she's going to be able to go deeper for you guys. But I always describe the oily cell membrane with my fist. And I do this in a lot of my workshops. So this is the oily cell membrane, and this is the viruses on the inside. And a lot of times they'll give you antibiotics. Well, it can take care of the bacterial infection on the outside of the cell, right? So it's going to be able to get that. But because this is oily, it can't penetrate that oily cell membrane. But what can is doTERRA's essential oils. So especially those ones that are going to take care of those viruses. And it can get through that oily cell membrane and get inside and combat those viruses. So when those other things cannot combat in the inside, those essential oils can actually get in there and take care of it.
Thanks, Sarah. All right, now we'll go to the immune support. There are many oils that support the immune system. Here are a few. I carry them in my keychain. I have a keychain bag right here. Here's my keychain bag. It actually has more than just the 4 of those, but I carry it around everywhere I go. Let's see. Oregano, the first one, it's a powerhouse antibacterial. Use it for skin tags and warts, canker sores. Tea tree, it's great for all things fungal or any kind of infection. We like using it on mosquito bites a lot. It's great for acne. Use after shave to prevent razor burn. Good for cold sores, wounds, cuts. Amazing if you struggle with smelly armpits, even when using deodorant. especially if you live in a humid environment, that makes a big difference. On Guard, the protector, natural immune defense, everyone should have On Guard all the time. Stops the growth of viruses and bacteria. Diffused, it cleans the air of airborne pathogens, soothes sore throats, and can help knock it out. The key is to use it frequently right away. So worth it to avoid getting sick for like a week or something. I like taking it when I travel, and especially in my keychains, because I can just, when I sit down on an airplane, that's one of the first things I grab my On Guard, and I just breathe it in, just to keep anything that might be floating in the air from getting inside me. That's my big defense. Frankincense, consider the king of oils. When in doubt, use frankincense. Renewing, beautifying, rejuvenating, grounding. It reduces inflammation. It relieves headaches. It's wonderful with peppermint and lavender. Supports immune function. You can apply topically to help reduce the appearance of skin imperfections. Strengthens the effects of other oils when used together. You can diffuse it for a sense of relaxation and balance. I like using frankincense when I'm traveling as well. And the other one that I pair it with is peppermint. So I use a lot of peppermint, frankincense, and On Guard when I'm traveling. That's my mix. That's my favorite mix. So now I am passing the baton. I don't know who I'm passing the baton off to. Someone.
You are passing the baton to me.
Oh, I'm passing the baton off to my dear friend, Leslie.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
All right. I'm Leslie Earl. I've been in doTERRA 4 years full-time. And I am, I should say, not was. I am a retired educator, but I am still educating with natural wellness solutions. So there you go. You never stop being an educator. So let's talk about the medicine cabinet basics and what you should have to start. We have lavender, lemon, peppermint, digestin, and breathe. Imagine a medicine cabinet filled with these safe and effective oils without addictive properties or side effects that will have you ready at a moment's notice to address life's little emergencies. Here are but a few medicine cabinet basics. So I am going to talk about one of my favorites. And one of my favorites is breathe. I also have a keychain that I take with me. So breathe is everything respiratory. It can be used for sinus infections, asthma, snoring, congestion, and my favorite, allergies. It helps with my allergies totally. With that nagging cough and also difficulty breathing, it will help clear the congestion so you can breathe better. It's used for any kind of respiratory distress. This oil is a must-have. You can diffuse it at night for a more restful sleep and to help reduce snoring. Use before a workout to open your airways and to increase your stamina. I love to take breathe, put a drop in the palm of my hand, rub my palms together, and I make a hand diffuser. I put my hands over my nose and I breathe in 3 times the oil and then release the breath. If I have congestion in my throat, which I do with allergies, I take my hand in a different way and I make it like an inhaler, and I breathe it in and I breathe it out. And I do that again 3 times. It really does help to reduce the congestion in the throat area. Next, let's talk about pain and inflammation. We learned at the beginning of this workshop the impact of how inflammation is a cause of dis-ease. doTERRA has safe, effective, and non-addictive tools. The oils and products on the screen are some of the favorites to address pain and inflammation. Let's chat about Deep Blue. It's a must-have for muscle and joint health. Not only does it relieve pain and tension, the amazing oils in it support muscle, joint, and bone healing. It alleviates back pain. When you have a nasty bruise forming, grab your Deep Blue to stop it in its tracks. The Deep Blue stick has copaiba in it and is easy to apply without getting it on your hands. The stick is like a deodorant stick, and so it's really easy to apply. Then we have another great oil for pain and inflammation, and that's copaiba. It is also very anti-inflammatory. When you layer it with another oil, it increases its effectiveness. When you really need to boost pain relief, this is what you're going to use with your Deep Blue. If you ever suffer from any emotional strain, such as anxiety or depression, this oil can calm and soothe. It supports all major body systems, the heart, the nerves, the respiratory, the immune, and the skin. It can be really helpful with those who have ADD or ADHD, and it is our CBD replacement. Last but not least, let's wrap up our oil section with mood and emotional support oils. For those who indicated at the beginning that you or someone in your family deals with heightened emotions or those low lows, these are great options to consider. So we have balance, adaptive, and serenity. And my favorite in this is serenity. I can use this oil during the day just to calm my nervous system, if I have a big presentation coming up, or I'm going into a situation where I just feel anxious and nervous, or nighttime. At night, it is calming and helpful for sleep. It may help you fall asleep more easily and sleep more soundly. So many people swear by it, including me. And it's also very helpful, as I said in the beginning, for anxiety and stress. I tend to diffuse doTERRA at night when I'm going to bed, and I usually diffuse it with balance, or sometimes I diffuse it with marjoram or ylang ylang. All those oils are great to diffuse with serenity, so give it a try. You'll be pleasantly surprised. We have learned some powerful things about essential oils just now. This is truly the tip of the iceberg when it comes to support for your physical and emotional health. Now I'd like to turn the baton over to Jules. Take it away, Jules.
It's actually me again.
Oh, is it you again? Okay.
It's okay. Psych, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Sarah again. Hey, guys, I want to just talk to you guys because I was that mom. We had tried everything for our son's colic. We had tried anything you can think of, and we were given a sample of Digestin, and we could not believe the results. They're safe and effective. They are the only thing I reach for, and they have no side effects. That's what I really like about with my kiddos. So let's kind of fast forward when I had a health crisis, and when I had actually had to challenge myself to live for my life. Had to challenge myself to live. I apologize. And you guys, it was really, really challenging for quite some time. And now the doctors look at me and say that I'm a walking miracle. So I'm excited because I'm with all these amazing people, and I never imagined myself actually building a doTERRA business that makes such an impact for good. I have been able to make a difference and change people's lives in a significant way, health, emotions, and financially. Time flexibility. I get to work when it's convenient for me and my family, especially I'm a mom of 2 little boys. Making new friends from around the globe. You guys, I would not know any of these people here, especially those ones in California. Let's just be real. People I would never, ever have met on my own. doTERRA has changed my life, and any of this is sparked with you. I want you to talk with your wellness advocate, whoever's invited you, and they will get you the details to our financial wellness workshop call. So a keychain like this one has been the most valuable items. As you guys can see, 2 people showed you their keychains that I have on the go. So if you want this for free, we host a workshop every week that you can attend at any time. However, if you have thought of your own friends or family, sometimes when people are watching this, they make a list who might enjoy a workshop geared specifically to them. You will get this as a gift when you host. I actually just taught one a couple hours ago, and she got 6 free in her keychain for having 6 people there. So when you schedule your wellness workshop, you'll receive this keychain. This is the only way to get one for free. You can invite your friends that live outside your community or even in a different country. The ideal workshop size, especially for me, is 5, and it's completely doable. You will get 5 oils for hosting for every guest you have up to 5. So today, that's what she got. She actually got 6. I will add another free oil to your keychain as a free gift, as your wellness advocate would do for you. So let your wellness advocate know if you want one, because it brings so much joy to help people discover doTERRA. All right, it's almost time for our giveaway and to wrap up tonight's workshop. We're so glad you've been here tonight, but we have a favor to ask. So in the chat, you'll find a link to a very quick survey. The link will be posted in the chat, and you'll see it. It's kind of highlighted. Oh, Julie posted it. Perfect. Thank you. Or you can use the QR code that's on that screen. Your answers really help us out as your wellness advocates to serve you well and enabling to help you target those health needs, offering solutions that can realistically help you reach your goals. We'll give you a couple minutes to fill that out. In fact, I probably should start getting some Jeopardy music on here.
Hey, Sarah, I'm going to jump in real quick just because you guys, we do a drawing here at the end of the class for everyone who is still on. And we have a couple of people here that I don't know who you are because you're showing up as, I've got just an iPad, I've got iPhone, and let's see what else I have. I have somebody else that I didn't know. I have Zoom user. So if you 3 that are showing up like that, if you could put in the chat who you are, then I can enter your name in the wheel real quick.
Awesome. Thanks, Jules.
Yeah.
All right, so do that as well. So we have all these check marks for you guys. So as you're completing the survey, I want you to put done in the chat as well. So maybe put your name and then put done for me in the chat. We don't want anyone to miss out before we get on that giveaway. All right, so thank you again for helping your wellness advocate be able to do their job well. And thank you for putting a few dones in there. We love to support people in their journey. And it's giveaway time. All right, like Jules said, she's been entering you guys in the drawing wheel, and it's time for her to spin the wheel. Jules, take it away.
Okay, I'm going to spin. So it's, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have my little wheel here. So here we go. Maybe. Why isn't it spinning? Why isn't, hang on. Maybe I'm not spinning. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And it lands on Rosalva. Rosalva is the one who wins the giveaway. So we have 2 really cool ebooks. So Rosalva, who invited you? We need to know that, and they'll make sure that you get the ebooks. They're super cool, loaded with information. So, and you can download them or just keep them however you want to do it. You can print them out, but they're super, super handy to have. You'll refer to them a lot. Okay, Ani, send her those goodies. Rosalva, thanks for coming. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Yay, Rosalva. That's wonderful. Congratulations. Yeah, it's a ebook on MetaPWR and the other one is on Lifetime Vitality. So you really don't want to miss out on that. So in this last hour, we covered a lot of ground. I know we did. Hopefully you have been encouraged to consider how doTERRA could be a powerful support for your health and wellness. So within the next 48 hours, your wellness advocate will reach out to continue that conversation. They will answer any questions that you have come to mind and help you find solutions that match the health needs you indicated on that survey. In case you missed that, we will post that link again. As we said at the beginning, our heart is to serve you so well. One last thing, you are not alone on this journey. You will have support from your wellness advocate, an invitation to our private Facebook group, which is called Good Vibes, and everyone is invited to our Tuesday night continuing education, which is phenomenal, by the way, and it's tomorrow night, same time, same place. Use the QR code or Zoom room number on the screen to get you there. We look forward to cheering you on, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to this workshop.